aquaculture, one of the most important industries in Andhra Pradesh. For many years, this industry have been a backbone for the marine exports. 35% of the overall exports value and 80% of the venomous shrimp in the country. Andhra Pradesh continues to retain the spotlight of India's aqua market, and it because of the hard work and dedication of Andhra Pradesh government and individuals and organizations across the supply chain. Shrimp area under cultivation 80,000 hectares. Shrimp productivity 10 metric tons per hectare per year. Shrimp annual production 720,000 metric tons. 80% of venomous shrimp of India is produced in Andhra Pradesh. 95% fungaceous fish India is produced by Andhra Pradesh, and 75% sea bass fish of India is produced by Andhra Pradesh. This is the importance of the Andhra Pradesh aquaculture industry. So, back. Despite of the challenges in the industry has faced, aquaculture in the state has been an organic growth journey. And here the high input cost and low quality inputs is the major issues, and it's also an opportunity. And the solution is the cost of production, to reduce the cost of production. Also the solution is ingredient replacement and feed cost formulas to reduce the formula cost, and sustainable raw material sourcing. Mainly this can be happened with collaborations and possible extent the innovations. And we are here to provide the raw materials and innovation solutions for the feed industry. Also the opportunity is, here in India, we have a very low technician per farmer, and low technician for farmer means 5,000 farmers only having one technician, the ratio, and very poor scientific education of the farmers. And this need to be handled, and we introduced Roye Razu solutions for the farmers empowerment programs and entrepreneurship programs, digital education for the farmers, and toll-free technical services. Earlier, the farming technology is very difficult, and aqua industry, almost majorly we can see 30 to 40% is the success rate, and the remaining is almost, it's a kind of, one time they may get success, and the many times they may get failures. And the profitability, if we can look, the profitability is very high if they aim for the bigger shrimp and profitable shrimp technologies. And here the Roye Razu is the initiative of digital program we established for the Indian farmers. Every day 3 updates we provide for them about the market price, and also about the weather reports and disease scanners, and how to manage their crops. So the disease scanner speaks about what are the near future, the problems they are going to face, and the solution for the problems. Also we have introduced the feed calculators and survival calculators that speaks about how to manage their feed and how to manage their profits. So this is only possible if we can speak with the farmers with a farmer language. If we are going for beyond that farmer language, they may not be understand what exactly we are communicating. We have developed more than 1,000 short videos about the aquaculture practices, and these practices made them very successful. Earlier it is a 30% success rate. Today in India, it comes around 70%, the success rate is gone up to the 70%. This is where we can collaborate with the Vietnam and Vietnam farmers to educate. We are working with the US farmers and Indian farmers, and we are ready to work with Vietnam farmers for their high yields and benefits and more sustainable aquaculture. Andhra Pradesh aquaculture, the opportunity, the shrimp traceability, production sustainability, value added export products. Here we want to learn from Vietnam, and we want to collaborate with Vietnam. We have established the platform of the farmers community. More than 25,000 farmers are using our practices, and 50,000 farmers community are following our practices. Once we establish the collaboration with Vietnam and a matrix collaboration, we can give you the right platform for the farmers' traceability. And these farmers are well aware of the export quality, and they are ready to invest their money and time. And the traceability and value addition, yes, this is the project where we can work in India and establish the relationship between Vietnam and India collaboration. Here again, we are talking about Vijnana Kendram, knowledge centers. We established more than 28 knowledge centers in India for the benefit of the farmers. Here, knowledge centers, we operate a technician, technical courses, and feed management and disease management. And these are the management areas where the farmer can have an interaction and on regular basis. We are providing these activities to the farmers with a digital platform, and the education, percentage of the success, it made phenomenally a great achievement. And we are aiming for more than 100 centers this year, and we are ready to cooperate and collaborate with the Vietnam institutions. And a special note to the Andhra Pradesh government, and government has established the Fish Andhra, and they supported the farmers and farmer best prices and local consumption, the demand to improve the local consumption. And this is the way the innovative ideas and products comes from Andhra Pradesh government and Andhra Pradesh farmers. And we are happy to associate with the Vietnam and Vietnam associates. And Venamai Stream Andhra Pradesh 2023, the value addition, and government has supported the very good price for the farmers comparatively any other state. So we are providing the best prices for the farmers. All the time the government is behind the farmers. And here the opportunities for collaboration, high quality inputs, facilitate affordable and high quality inputs, and procure directly from the farmers associations and allow the profits to the farmers. And here this is a major activity where we all are expecting from Vietnam that value addition. The value addition makes the profitability, and storage, mobile pre-processing, high-tech processing facilities, and manufacturing wide range of value-added products for international markets. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Shivrasad Garu, that was a nice presentation in detail, focusing and highlighting on the areas of potential collaborations with Vietnam. Probably the First Secretary and the Political Secretary will take this into consideration, and probably we'll have a dialogue further down the line to take forward your suggestions. May I request Mr. Dola Shankar Garu, who is the present VC and MD of LitCap, but he was a former director of MPDA, to kind of summarize this conversation, and following which the First Secretary will say a few words.
Thank you, Prakash. Good morning, all the dignitaries. Myself associated with fisheries, right from the production to export. Even I am proudly can say that I am a stakeholder in it also, even though I am a regular employee. and you people are aware the potential of Andhra Pradesh in production, processing, export, vis-a-vis India. Keeping in potential of fisheries for economic development, our Honorable Chief Minister, Sri Y.S. Rajashekar Reddy Garu, has introduced for more consumption in domestically. Actually, this idea has come up when COVID. There was a lot of demand supply problems are there. So farmers are producing, but it is not moving. Even COVID time, I was in MPEDA as a director marketing. That time, we interacted with our Jagmohan Reddy Garu, CM, that time. Then he taken initiatives. Then why to develop that domestic consumption? One of the alternative is for farmers not getting remunerative prices is marketing. So why you depend on other countries like Vietnam? Other countries are like Ahapong port, some problems are there. That already highlighted by Jibin Kumar that why that Vietnam exports has come down. And even US also during COVID time there is a flight rates are very high that exporters are every time crying. In that time our initiative of Jagmohan Reddy Garu, CM of Andhra Pradesh, the domestic consumption that idea was mooted and AP government is going ahead. Now as my predecessors pointed out, Andhra Pradesh is having immense potential. So it is up to that investors are that even from global investors or Indian investors or Andhra Pradesh investors, there are ample opportunities are there. Yeah. So it is up to you to bring out and associate. There are so many pillars in that rightly pointed out from seed, hatcheries and processing, certification and value addition. Actually, there's educated people can come forward for value addition. This is even our CS, Chief Secretary is fond of. Even before joining Empire itself, he was calling me and interacting. And some of value addition discuss only I am now popularized, even though I am looking after other areas. Now any discussion, any meeting in CS Chamber, Jawahar Reddy sir will make me present there. Dola, you are expert, you come. And so many things. Even EDB also came to know because of that one only. So what my request is, there is ample opportunities. Even our predecessor Koteswara Garu pointed out, there is only 10 to 15% value addition. Now I am requesting investors in Andhra Pradesh, investor in India or investors from global, even the Vietnam. I am really proud of you, Vietnam. Even while I am MPEDA Director Marketing, I am looking at you at admiring you. You people are doing 65% value addition. Name it morning also, I visited, morning also they will eat in the breakfast. Even though in Andhra Pradesh we produce it, even I can't get fish morning. I have to go to market, I have to get smell all over my body and I have to bring it. Then my wife scolds, only you eat only 2 times a day, because so many restrictions. Because it's associated with processing. See, raw fish bringing into a house is very difficult. Their employment opportunity or profitability or entrepreneurship lies in. My request to all of you, that you have to grasp and it. Even my wife also here, yes, says that only 2 days is only permitted. Then I have to do so many things. So even public also, that gap is there. Okay, I am once again requesting all of you, there is an enterprise opportunities there. And total supply chain, even if you talk marine fishes to even from farm, the way harvesting in the seas, even we are not harvesting properly in the sea. Even the certification body is not accepting our fish. Even tuna fish is not accepting it. We are not having proper vessels. That investment is needed in vessels. But we don't have any freezing vessels in India. The very pathetic situation, even being a member, the earlier director marketing MPEDA, very pathetic situation. We don't have any freezing vessels. Maybe 1 or 2 may be there, but bulk, even if you see in Vizag, no. So tuna fish we are not able to sell in its potential. Okay, now with abundance of our natural resources. And thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, hi everyone. First of all, I would like to say my sincere thanks to the Andhra Pradesh to give me the opportunity to be here to join in the Global Investor Summit 2023. we can see the developments and the great opportunities of Andhra Pradesh. And today we talk about the fishery. I think fishery is a very important sector for every country, especially Vietnam and India and the coastal countries. And with the fishery, we will focus on some issue like environment protection, about the sustainability, about the value added, about the jobs and everything. So fishery very important for Vietnam and India. And we know very clearly about the fishery production and export in India, presented by Mr. Gibin Kumar. We discussed several times in Invest India, I think about the fishery and fishery sector. And we know really clearly about the potential fishery sector presented by Mr. Koteri Wagwa. And now I just want to talk about the fishery sector in Vietnam. I think maybe some of you don't know much. In Vietnam, fishery is one of the key sectors of Vietnam economy, accounting for a significant proportion in GDP and creating about 5 million jobs, including direct and indirect jobs. From 1995 to 2020, Vietnam fishery production grew by more than 6 times, from 1.3 million tons to 8.4 million tons in 2022. And now Vietnam is the third largest exporter of fishery, just after after China, and then Vietnam, and after that US, and after that India. So about the Vietnam and India relation in fishery, yes, we import a lot of fishery from India, especially is shrimp, around $400 million per year, and maybe this year maybe more than $400 million. And besides shrimp, we import mahi, kingfish, pangasius, and tuna. Yes, the main product we import from India. And many Vietnamese companies said that fishery in India very good, very high quality, and they fond of import fishery from India. And now I will talk my thinking about how to increase the cooperation opportunity between Vietnam and India, and especially in Madhya Pradesh on fishery sector. I think first, we should increase the trading and in business. We should organize a delegation to visit Vietnam or visit Andhra Pradesh. I think we can maybe we organize like a fishery in Andhra Pradesh summit, something like that. So invite the Vietnamese company come, and they can share, and we can see the potential buyers or sellers. Because the thing is, Vietnam company don't know what actually is a good sellers in India. And so something they get some difficult to find the genuine sellers. Maybe they face difficulties with this. And on over, I think we can like exchange the technology and investment. Like a Vietnam company can come there to set up the plant in processing. I think in processing we a little bit go further than India in the processing, so we can exchange that to enjoy the value-added supply chain. And about education, we can exchange university and institution and exchange students about the fishery sector. I think that's all I want to say. But I think very important for Indian in fishery is how to increase the quality, the quantities of people use the fishery, because you know that I see India not use the fish, frozen fishery, just fresh fishery. But we have to how to increase, explain to the Indian citizen that the frozen fishery and the fresh fishery is the same quality. It's a Vietnam also, before we don't use a frozen fishery, now we use a frozen. If you can create, it can use the demand in the domestic. And if you have the domestic demand, the companies outside, I mean, foreign companies will come to looking for the Indian market. So I think that is what I want to say, want to share about the fishery sector and the cooperation. And thank you for the listening. Yeah.
That was a nice brief presentation. Points taken. We need to have some student exchange program. With this, if anyone has any questions, if you want to ask. If not, I think the next session of waiting.